still pretty good. If you'll excuse me, put that there. This game is going to teach the children math again. I need to say something, okay? I have never found myself being a new math hater. I grew up with new math, which is now old math because Common Core exists. But when I learned new math, it made sense to me. I learned how to multiply. I learned how to divide. I learned how to multiply two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers, scale it up. You're adding zeros to the tens column, then to the tens and the hundreds column, blah, blah, blah. I saw some shit about Common Core that is turning me into a boomer. They got kids doing like 10 plus 2, and then they've got them breaking the problem down so that it's no longer just 12. Instead, it becomes like there's steps to discover what 10 plus 2 is. It's good. It's cursed. It's girl math. I think it's programmer math. People are saying, and I believe this, people say that it's harder for when kids are younger. But when you learn that every large problem can actually be broken down into discrete, smaller steps, it makes it a lot easier to learn more advanced problem solving when the math gets more complicated. Now that I can understand. But I do think when the kids are like 6 years old, what do we do? 10 plus 2, bro? I don't even, maybe it's like, I'm begging the question, I guess. But in my head, I'm like, it's 12. It's 12, bro. I'm not doing, there's no calculation. It's just 12. I can't show my work. 10 plus 2 is the last step. That's the foundational step. No, it's not. It is. I don't know. I don't know how to break it down a step further, though. How do you break down 10 plus 2? What are the intermediate steps from 10 plus 2 equals 12? It's 5 plus 5 plus 2? That can't. Really? They break it down into 5 plus. So in order to add two numbers together, you have to take one of the numbers and divide it by 2 first? Like that? Maybe I'm cherry picking a bad example, but that seems insane to me. I don't, whatever. I'm just pissed off because like in 4 or 5 years, I'm going to have to help my kid with this. And she's going to be like, yeah, 10 plus 2 is 12, but you got to show your work. And I'm going to be like, do you have a time machine? Because I put in the work in like senior kindergarten circa 1994. So like, I don't know how to do that. Number blocks don't teach new math. They actually don't. They just have like a number 3 and a number 5, and then they mash them together and they're like, it's 8. But the show is British, so I don't know if I should be using that as like an example. On God, PTSD, my dad tried to teach me how he learned trigonometry back in the day. Meanwhile, my teacher had us doing some weird paper plate crafting shit. Despite what our teachers might have you believe, I have a great respect for the value of education. I have a high school diploma, by which I mean I have a bachelor's degree, which is a new high school diploma. I also went to night school for programming. I respect school, okay? Just because I don't watch video essays, people think I'm anti-intellectual. It's not true, okay? That being said, I hate the argument of like, this is impractical for real life. Why are we learning it? But I still don't understand the purpose of learning trigonometry in 2024 unless you're going to be the guy they send in a time machine back to like invent all the Archimedes shit before Archimedes figures it out. Now, I liked learning about it because at least at the high school level, it was very easy. Sometimes you're sewing, sometimes you're coing, and sometimes you're toeing. If you just learn 3 things, congrats, you just got 100% on your math exam. It's foundational to all maths. Yeah, and fucking like the Higgs boson is foundational to all physics, but at the same time, like I don't need that to, hoop, motherfucker. Yes, you do. Well, like I guess in theory I need the Higgs boson to hoop, but I don't need to know what the Higgs boson is. I just need it to be there. Knowing trig would probably improve your ability to hoop. You ever seen an interview with a professional basketball player? I'm just asking questions here. No? All right, that makes sense. You ever see Kevin Garnett after he won the NBA championship? He is not saying, I pulled out my slide rule and a protractor and looked at the angle of the basket versus the distance that I was standing. He said, anything is possible! You can do anything!